From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a big morning here on Mornings Crypto with the latest cryptocurrencies for you to invest in 2021. We'll be going over the top coins for you to buy and the top coins to stay away from. Which coins are going to the moon and which coins are falling to planet Earth. We'll be going over the coins to buy and the 3 investment opportunities: buying and holding, buying and flipping, and day trading with a lot of coins. If you're new to this channel, what we do in every morning's broadcast is I go live on air and we go over the entire market and the big coins for those 3 investing options. We'll be looking at a lot of coins this morning. We'll be looking at, of course, at Bitcoin falling to 38. Ethereum eroding into our big worry zone of 2,300. We could be heading to a market crash. Doge nearly heading to 29. Here we go. Are we heading to a market correction? Decentraland, 70 cents, 20 cents away from our buy point. We also have a lot of other coins which we'll be looking at, like Engine, about 60 cents away from our buy point. Aave, below 300 again, just about 70 cents away from where we want to buy it. And then AMP, that strange story. I'll be explaining why AMP is on amperage today. We'll be looking at what other coins we can be buying, and of course, we'll be looking at Polygon. There's a lot of coins making big moves this morning, and could we be seeing a market correction happening right now? It's a big morning, and I'm excited that you're joining me on this morning's broadcast. Boy, what a day it is. I am really excited for you, but start by first subscribing to the channel. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record in 1 year. I don't want you to miss a single video across the board. Also, like this video, 3,000 likes. It really helps in the algorithm rankings. And consider becoming a member. Let's get to the details, starting right now. Boy, what a day it is. I'm going to get right into AMP. Let's go right into AMP right off the bat. Why is AMP doing this? If you're new to this channel, if you're new to coins, I'm going to be talking about one coin right off the bat. It's called AMP, and the market currently is falling apart. Bitcoin down, Ethereum into our worrisome zone. Everything is falling, and one coin is rallying up. Sounds suspicious? It is. After further investigation by me this morning, it's clear that this is a AMC type of situation. Yes, there's a subreddit at play. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there is a group of people who are trying to run this coin up just for the sake of running it up. If you look at the chart right now, it's actually downturning, but it went to 11 cents. If you're new to this channel, this coin was 3 cents when I first started covering it last Thursday. It went from 3 cents to 5 cents, and then it went up literally a cent every single day. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In fact, it's gone from about 7 yesterday to 12 today, but is down to 10. Why the move? I'm going to analyze the details for you right now so you can gauge the risk you're involving yourself with AMP. 1, it's not fundamentals. It's not substantive. This is not a coin that has done some major deal that justifies its big run up. 3 cents to 12 cents, folks, that's a big run up. This is not a coin that has a substantive issue at play. What is it? Game playing. There's a lot of subreddits, there's a Discord, there's a lot of massive social media plays at issue. Every day, those players are trying to get the coin up another cent. Now, this works. Obviously, this works. But we've seen this happen 3 times before, at least 2 times before. Doge and Shiba. And both times, people lost their shirts on it. They thought they could get Doge to 80 cents. They couldn't. They thought they could get Doge to $1 just by hyping it. Didn't work. We saw them try it with Cardano. Didn't work with Cardano either. Social media does not get the coin indefinitely up to a point, because at some point there's the sellers, and the sellers come in and it gets tanked out. If you don't recall what happened with Doge, let me show you what happened with Doge when social media thought they could get Doge to run based upon just their push. Let me show you a pre-crash chart of Doge, which was right before the 3 market crashes that happened about 3 weeks ago. Doge had gotten to 70 cents before, maybe I don't have it. Doge had gotten to the 70 cents before that Elon Musk appearance. And then after that, it couldn't sustain itself. It never got to $1. It never got to $2. All that they were trying to do as the army was trying to get it to a point that it wasn't going to get at that point. And it didn't. So AMP, what are they trying to do? They're probably trying to run it to 20 cents. They're trying to run it to 30 cents. Will it run more? Yes. Will it implode? Likely so. So what you need to know is that this is an opportunity potentially to get in and get out. But it's not an opportunity for you to say, hey, I'm going to go to $3 on this. This is a social media push that's getting the coin to run out. All right, more about AMP in a second. Let's cut to understand where the market is right now. Boy, what a 24 hours have been. This is why you have to stay with me, because when you analyze the entire market, you look at all the coins, you understand where your opportunities are going to manifest themselves. And boy, exciting news, because now they're manifesting themselves. I had told you 2 market indicators that I use to determine when to buy are Bitcoin getting under 35,000 or Ethereum getting under 2,500. Well, yesterday you saw when Bitcoin ran to 40,000, that we were outside the zone, but Ethereum was under 2,500 yesterday. So what's Bitcoin doing right now? It is really disappointing its biggest supporters, which is broadcast media. Broadcast media came into the studios on Monday and said, hey, Bitcoin's at 40,000, congratulations. And the rest of the industry is down. But it was nothing to congratulate Bitcoin about because it didn't hold it. So where's Bitcoin right now? It's at 38 and it's tanking. In fact, this is a range that Bitcoin has been in now for 3 weeks, in the 30,000. As a $30,000 coin, if you go up and down 3% every day, you don't make any money. But as a better indicator of how bad this market is now starting to fall apart, here is just the 24-hour chart. You're looking at Gemini, one of the platforms for you to buy coins on. You're looking at one coin. It's called Ethereum. My mouse is in the chart, so as I go down the mouse, the coin price in the upper left is changing. This is a one-day chart. Look how low this coin is falling. It was 2,500, 2,600 this morning. It's now 2,300. Let's look at the next chart. You click the next chart. Yeah, you see that downtrend? So that is very bad news. We're almost back to how low we were just a few days ago, 2,200. Let's look out further on that chart. Yep, we're in a range. We're in a very low range. This is not a good price for Ethereum. This is a very bad price, and it's not getting out of this range. 22 to 2,400, 22 to 2,400. So then we get to Doge, and the situation for Doge is actually worse because Doge is a cheaper coin. At 30 cents, every cent makes a big difference as opposed to a $2,500 coin. So Doge was doing this 31, 32, 33 thing for a while. There you go. And look what happened last few days. 31, then 32, then 31, then 30, and we're practically to 29. How bad is this? Let's look out further so you understand how bad this is. Yeah, it's very bad. It's very bad. We're almost at the lowest point of this coin in nearly many months. So look how bad this is. So here is the third market crash, 29 cents. That is where you actually want to buy. That is a place that a lot of people would buy the coin and hold it. But the fact that we're at 30 cents right now, right today, really bad news. So let me explain buying and holding our first investment strategy right now at those price points. It's a strange market. In 24 hours, we've really changed dramatically. So first, what should you be doing? You should be considering your options. The first option is buying and holding. What price points? I like Bitcoin at 31,000 and putting it away for a couple of years. I like Ethereum at 1,500, 1,700, 1,900, put it away for a couple of years. Why? Bitcoin will go to 100,000 a couple of years. Ethereum will go to 10,000 a couple of years. I also like Doge around 29. Ironically, we're at 29 right now. So I might like Doge a little bit later, lower. It will go to $1, not anytime soon, maybe in a year from now, but not in a few weeks from now. And those are my long-term buy and holds. For the first time in a few weeks, we're getting sort of close on these potential price targets. Next opportunity, flipping. Flipping are coins that you're going to buy when the market corrects itself, crashes, falls, and you get out a few days later. Why? Because these coins trade in ranges, $1 to $2, back down to $1, back up to $2. You're buying at the valley and selling at the peak. It goes down and up and down and out. The reason why you're doing that and getting out is because the coin doesn't go above that level. So you're buying at $1 and selling at $2 because the coin never goes to $3. You wouldn't hold it past $2 because you may go back to $1 and not make any money. You'll go right back to where you started from. So you're in at $1, out at $2. What are those coins? They are, pen and paper ready? Polygon, 80 cents out at $2. Engine, 80 cents out at $2. Decentraland, in at 50 cents out at $1. LivePeer, in at $11 out at $33. Those coins are getting close to, oh, and one last one. Aave, in at $250, out at $500. Now remember, if you're new to cryptocurrency, you don't have to buy the whole coin. You can buy as little as a $20 position on Gemini. You're not buying a $40,000 coin. You could be buying a $20 position on the coin. Now, how close are we on those coins for buying? Not any closer than we've been in the last 3 weeks, but we are downtrending. What does downtrending mean? We're heading down. So we've had these up and down and up and down and up and down things going on for 3 weeks. And so viewers have been with bated breath, watching with patience of trying to buy something. And they haven't, because coins have been in a resistance level, up and down and up and down. Here is that Doge chart I wanted to show you earlier. This was Doge before the 3 market crashes, just straight down. Doge has absolutely been not good for its investors. So now let's look at our flippable coins. Not AMP. There's Aave. So Aave, in at 250, out at 500. Why? Here you go. It's done 600, and it's fallen to 260 last Sunday. You know, I like it at 250, but it got to 260. Right now, it is fallen. Let's pull up that 1 day chart again. Right now, it is 290. So it's only $30 away. It could be there in just a few hours. Let's go to the next chart, which is Engine. 80 cents out at $2. Let's look at that chart. There you go. In at 80 cents, out at $2. Next chart is like a Polygon. So Polygon, in at 80 cents, out at $2. Same as Engine. Here you go. 80 cents, out at $2. You don't want to be buying it right now because it's in the mid-range. Right now it's $1.50, but it is downtrending a little bit. Let's look at that. Yeah, that's a nice chart for my buyers, because the coin went to $1.60 and it's eroding. It's heading to $1.40 in the next few minutes. Those are our flippable coin. Those are our flippable coins. You buy the coin, you sell it within 3 days. Are there any day tradable coins? So you want to pull up Gemini.com and look at the third column. If you click the third column, it'll switch the coins and rank them based upon the fastest moving coins today. Caspian is the biggest coin trend, is the coin with the biggest move up right at the moment. You can't buy Caspian on Gemini, but you can buy it elsewhere. AMP is number 2. Bambridge is number 3, which is very interesting. Barnbridge, very interesting, because Barnbridge was that position the last 2 days as well. So Barnbridge and AMP are moving one and the same. Let's go into the split screen now with CoinMarketCap.com over here. And let's see if we learn anything from CoinMarketCap.com. CoinMarketCap.com, we can rank coins also by the best performing coins the last 24 hours. Oh, okay, new candidate. Quant, Q-U-A-N-T, up 21% right now. It's having a pop. So that might be a day tradable coin. You can't buy it on Gemini. But Quant is having a breakaway. What are day tradable coins? Coins that are up 20% when you find them, and you hope you can get out at them at up 80% over 1 to 2 days. You don't want a coin that's in the 17%, because that's not enough of a move. Shiba's up 17% today. But yeah, but it's been down 9,000% over the last 3 weeks. So a horrible coin. The rest of the coins, nothing else above 3%. Is there any coin really taking a big a tear today. Polygon's down 10%. There you go. Polygon's down 10%. KUSAMA, who one of the viewers, Crayola, likes, that is down 9%. So if you want to buy KUSAMA, get ready. Synthetic, one viewer bought. I would not have bought it. It's down a lot. So there you go in that split screen. Let's go back then to what you should do to prepare for this afternoon. Are we heading to a market correction? You know, it's a Wednesday. Wednesdays aren't particularly market correction days, but this market is really been ripe, ready, anxious, prepared for a market downturn for 3 weeks. Why? Because Ethereum has been under 2,500 for 3 weeks. The market has been up and down 3% every single day. It has never rallied up. No coin has done well in this market. So it's time to have a bloodbath to get these coins really wiped away and then rally up. You really generally need a big bloodbath before you rally up, because there's nothing getting these coins rallying up. The nuance of Bitcoin going up to 40,000 yesterday was just a few hours, and then it was back down. So I fully believe there's going to be a big market correction, and that big market correction is going to happen quickly, and you're going to have to be able to pounce. So, 1, choose your investment strategy. 2, choose your coins. 3, choose how much you're going to buy and sell with. Is it going to be $100? Is it going to be $50? 4, write down what you're going to buy it at and what you're going to sell it at. Next, have your platform ready, whether you use Gemini or Coinbase. And then open up separate tabs on your computer. One chat tab for each coin. Remember, you may have the opportunity with one coin to buy it, but not the opportunity with another coin. So you may want to have a little more flexibility. You have a second coin in case the first coin doesn't drop that low. And then you move in, you get out. Finally, let's talk a little bit more about AMP. You know, every day I'm dedicating 2-3 minutes to AMP, but I'm really getting a strange sense about AMP right now. You know, ultimately there are some people who will enjoy this run, and other people that will get hurt from this run. If you bought AMP at 3 cents, good. If you bought it at 4 cents, good. If you bought it yesterday at 7 cents, well, fine. You're up to 9 cents. But the fact that it's doing what it's doing right now, it just smells like Doge 2.0. It just smells like Doge 2.0 without an Elon behind it, but rather a very, very coercive social media push, a Discord, a subreddit. Could it go to 20 cents? Absolutely. Could it go back down to 4 cents? Absolutely. So you have to be prepared, because why? Number one, a coin that does not have a lot of history to it is worrisome. Here's the history of that coin. It was sub 1 cent up to just a few days ago. So, you know, the fact that it is today 11 cents, imagine going from 11 cents to sub 1 cent on your investment. That is basically wiping away your money. If that happens, that would be no bueno. It'd be no bueno. Coins have done that. Shiba has done that. Shiba had an enormous run up and has literally wiped people's investment nearly off the map. So you have to be very careful of what AMP is doing. How do you be careful with AMP? If you want to be an amper, I just made that up. I don't know if they're called ampers. If you want to be an amper, I guess I'm coining the expression. If you want to be an amper, you have to really watch this like a hawk. You can't go away from the computer for 10 hours, because if you buy AMP at 9 cents or 8 cents on a dip, and then it runs to 11, you can't go out and celebrate and not turn on the computer or the phone for 3 days, because it could go right back to 3 cents. And you will not be happy if you bought at 8 cents, it goes to 3 cents. So really unclear where AMP could go. Is it a long time hold? Perhaps. Is it a 3-day buy and sell day trade or a flip? Perhaps. It's really too hard to predict. But now we're seeing clearly what's going on. This, for the first time you're hearing on Morning's Crypto, is what's going on with AMP. Number one, if you go on all the news sites, not YouTube, but the news sites, they're all now talking about AMP. They had to. I told you this was going to happen because there's nothing else to talk about in the other coins. The other coins have been very boring for 3 weeks. And boring after boring after boring, news reporters have to have something to talk about. They're going to talk about this. Imagine the first time a broadcast news reporter is going to talk about this. Bam, AMP's going to go to 20 cents. I mean, it just will. But they have to have something to talk about it. Understand that's not necessarily a sustainable investment because they talk about Doge all the time and it's falling to 29 cents. So just because they talk about it doesn't mean it stays up. Number two, the reason why it's rallying is clearly because of a very big social media push. There's a lot of coins out there and people need to get behind something. Doge is not doing it for people. You can look at the Doge channels. There's some Doge YouTube channels and their viewer numbers are down because Doge is not doing it for people. You can only talk about a coin so long if all it does is 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. For 4 weeks, people start to get turned off. It's like, okay, the coin's not moving. It's not moving. I've been in it for 3 weeks. Now what? So some people may be getting out of other positions into this. Third, AMP is just sort of the token sub-cent coin that people like to rally on because it's sub-cent. You need to remember that when things are cheap, you can lose your shirt as much faster than you can in a bigger coin. So if Ethereum goes from 2,500 to 1,700, you're not going to lose that much money. But if AMP goes from 11 cents to 2 cents, you're going to lose 90% of your investment. That is why when things are cheap, you can make a lot of money very quickly, but you also lose a lot of money very quickly. So be very aware of where AMP is taking you and heading to you to. And with that, I would not be surprised. I tuned in this afternoon, AMP is at 15 cents. I would also not be surprised if AMP doesn't get wiped away and falls. As we look at this, I'm looking at it, you're looking at me. But let's go right back to that AMP chart one more time because it's just, you know, it is just a chart that shows something really just straight up. Things don't always go, nothing goes straight up indefinitely. What you need to know is nothing goes up straight up indefinitely. So what would it do next? Would it go down halfway, which would be 7 cents? Maybe. But nothing is going to go straight up. So if you have bought AMP, so there you go. If you've bought AMP, don't think that it's going to go straight up to 22 cents. It may eventually get to 22 cents, but it's going to downtrend. It's going to downtrend at some point. And if you've not bought it, that may give you the buying opportunity. But for now, be very, very cautious because, you know, it looks like a wild run, but it could also be a wild run down. And with that, thank you for joining me on a Big Mornings Crypto Show. Thank you for joining me. Boy, I'm next back with you with Noontime LA. But join me, Noontime LA. But next join me on Evenings Crypto and Overnights Crypto. Overnights Crypto live on air starts at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight. And then Evenings Crypto at 7 p.m. Subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, the fastest YouTube channel for crypto in 1 year. 400,000 subscribers. Like this video, 2,000 to 3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. Stay informed, stay focused. Have a beautiful morning.